Hey everyone, I'm Josh. Welcome back to Desert Gardens Homestead. If you're a fruit tree grower, and if you've ever wondered what the ideal number of main branches are for a typical open center fruit tree, I want to dive into why 3 branches is far superior to 4 or 5 branches for the overall fruit size, the tree structure, and the future maintenance and care of the tree. So if you love natural farming, fruit trees, and gardening, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to Desert Gardens Homestead for future tips. Now let's get into it. What if I told you that pruning your fruit tree each year was the most critical thing that you can do for your tree? If you're like me, you want your fruit trees to yield the most fruit possible, but also have the best quality and best taste of the fruit. In order to do that though, we need to make sure the trees have an excellent structure. The tree structure affects the fruit size, stability, and overall health of the fruit tree. Too many branches in a tree leads to overcrowding, weaker limbs, and a smaller fruit set overall. Just think of it, the tree only has so many nutrients and so much energy to go around. So when you have too many branches with new limbs growing, with new leaves coming on, and especially with a fruit set, it really is taxing and a burden on a tree with too many limbs, which is why you'll often see undersized fruit and stunted growth. A proper number of main branches that are well spaced and cleaned up will improve the airflow of the tree, as well as the sunlight penetrating, and it'll just improve the overall health and growth as well as the fruit set of the tree. The forest is a Persian mulberry that has 5 main branches coming up. I have already pruned this tree for this year, but I left the 5 main branches. But as you can see, they're so close together that the crossing and side branching is really going to be an issue once it starts limbing and leafing out. And also it will provide a lot more fruit, but the fruit will be in an inferior size compared to if I was to prune this down. But the fruit on this particular variety, the Persian, is already a larger fruit, so I'm happy with the fruit size as it is. However, the overall maintenance of this tree was a little taxing this year, and so I'm going to keep my eye on it, and I may just well go ahead and trim out a limb or 2 after this season during next winter. But I've trimmed it down as is, and so I'll go ahead and allow it to fruit out and see how it goes. The dwarf black, however, I did trim down significantly, and I brought it from 4 branches down to 3, and this tree was a monster last year. It was just so unruly with branches going inward and crossing, and so what I did was I knocked out 1 main branch, and then I took off a couple side branches, which just really made it nice and even. And so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the inside. So as you can see, I've got 3 main branches, but I've actually got 5 total branches, with 2 of the mains having 1 excess limb on either one. And so I'll go ahead and allow this to fill out this season, just see how it fills out, and then I may trim one or 2 of those branches next year, just depending, to give it a little bit more growth so I don't have so many crosses, and just to allow maximum airflow, and just to see how improved the fruit set will be this year. Last year the fruit were really small. I did receive a ton of fruit, but they were a lot smaller. So I'll be interested to see how the fruit comes out this year. But just look at how clean of a mulberry tree this is, how beautiful of a shape that is. It's been 10 years in shaping this tree. It's just got a magnificent structure to it. And as you can see, it is just loaded in fruit. It does not mind the pruning at all. For those that are looking to gain a new skill of pruning your fruit tree, or those that want to sharpen your pruning skills, I want to just give you some basic guidelines on how to create a beautiful open center fruit tree that is applicable for many types of fruit trees out there. So first and foremost, look for 3 really strong branches, well spaced, and that are going between about a 45 to 60 degree angle from the trunk. And when you're pruning your tree, prune out any inward growing branches, any crossing branches, and any weak limbs. And you'll want to prune annually, and then you'll just want to reassess the tree each year and just look at the structure of the tree, see if there's any lateral branching that you would like to take, and just continue to take out the inward crossing dead branches and try to open up the center of the tree. By keeping the center of the canopy open, you're allowing for more sunlight to penetrate, as well as the airflow to come through to reduce the disease. And then with the less branching and the more nutrients and resources, you'll have a better fruit set, and the tree will overall have a better structure to grow and maintain. And there we have it, the battle of the branches, 3 branches versus 5. But if you want larger fruit, stronger trees, and easier maintenance in the future, I've showed you why I prefer 3 branches over 4 or 5. And if you found anything of value in the video today, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. And also subscribe to Desert Gardens Homestead for more in-depth videos on desert gardening and natural farming. And also, don't forget, drop a comment down below. Let me know your preference. Do you prefer 3, 4, or 5 main branches? And tell me why. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And until next time, green thumbs and God bless. Take care, everybody.